everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Brianna coming to you with another video. Before I get started, I just want to say go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. If you want to be in the notification gang, go ahead and click that notification bell that's actually right next to that subscribe button, so we can go ahead and get into this video. Basically, I just want to tell you guys how I retain information in nursing school, and maybe some of my ideas can help you. Disclaimer, if I'm fumbling over any of my words, excuse me. I haven't had no sleep. I had to work last night, and then I have school in the morning, so I wasn't going to come home this morning and go to sleep, be up all day and night, and then have to try to go to school, and I have no sleep tomorrow. So I'm staying up all day and going to sleep tonight. But that's not what the video is for. But I just want you to know, if I'm looking dead tired, that's the reason. Okay? So don't judge me, because I won't judge you.
Okay.
So if you see me looking down at my little notebook here, it's actually my planner. That was in my last video. So cute. I have my notes here for this video. So we can go ahead and get started. My first tip to you, when it comes to retaining information in nursing school, whether you're just beginning or you're having a hard time figuring it out, I really urge you to look into your learning style. It's very important to know the ways that you and that's what it is. It's the best way that you can retain information. So there's 3 different learning styles. If you don't know what they are, they're audio, visual, and kinesthetic. Audio is listening, visual is seeing, and kinesthetic is doing. So for me, I learn best as a kinesthetic learner and slash visual learner. So it helps me to see diagrams, pictures, watch videos and see people writing, and just for me to write myself, actually do the things or do the skills, that helps me to retain the information and learn it better. So a part of my learning is with me knowing, see, there it go, quit, dang, just speak. I do a lot of repetition. So I write my notes multiple times, and I'm not saying write your notes like 10 times, but I do write my notes at least twice. So while I'm in class, I'll go ahead and write the notes according to my lecture. And then after I am out of class, I'll go ahead and pull from PowerPoints, I'll pull from what my teacher said in class, and I'll even pull from different resources that I get, which I'm going to talk about in a second here. And I'll put that all together and then maybe write it maybe write all of that out and then write it a third time so that it really sticks with me. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's how I learn. A lot of repetition helps me. Going over things over and over and over again helps me to retain that information. And I think it's very vital for people who are kinesthetic learners to write and really do that, because as you're writing that information, it sticks in your brain. So next, like I said, resources. Utilize your resources. For my school, we have ATI that we do. We have ATI testing website that we can go onto that has a ton of resources for us. So as far as like practice questions and things like that, I can use my ATI online and not have to pay nothing because it's free through my school, or not free because I'm paying through my tuition, but it's something I don't have to worry about paying out of pocket for, right now. And also, before you get to class, I urge you to somehow get into that information before you go to class. For me, I am not a reader. I have a hard time just sitting there reading textbooks. The word print's too small. It's just too much for me. So I watch YouTube videos. My favorite person of all time to watch, and I rave about her so much to my fellow classmates and everyone. Registered Nurse RN is the best person to watch, in my opinion, for anything nursing related that she has up. Please utilize her videos. She is awesome. She breaks everything down for you. Going into school this week, excuse me, we're going to be going over ARDS, or acute respiratory distress syndrome. We're going to be going over dysrhythmias. I've watched the videos for dysrhythmias and ARDS, and I can tell you my teacher ended up putting up a lecture video for us to watch for ARDS because today is MLK Day and we don't have class today. So this was supposed to be our first week of class. We were supposed to have class. So she put up an ARDS video so that we can kind of go over it, and then she's going to go over it further on Wednesday when I get to class that next day of the week. Whew. Whew. And what she was saying in the video directly coincided with what my teacher was saying in her video. So she's awesome. Like I said, please, registered nurse RN. Look her up. Utilize her. She is amazing. Subscribe to her video channel. She is the best person on YouTube for nursing related videos. Another thing for me, if there's a PowerPoint available for the class, I will, if the teacher's going to use the PowerPoint. There's a lot of classes that the teacher doesn't use the PowerPoint. She goes off of, or he goes off of what, you know, they make or whatever. But if there's a PowerPoint for the class, utilize it. If your teacher's going to go through that information, that's stuff you don't have to write yet. Like, you don't have to write while the teacher is talking. There's no way that the teacher can really get through all of the information and say it in such a slow pace to where you can write everything down. Like, no, they have to get through that because you're in that 3-hour class, but there's a ton of information to go over and you don't really have enough time. If you have a PowerPoint for your class, download it, print it out, do whatever you have to do, and write on that in class. Then go back and do your handwritten notes for everything later. That way, in class, you can really listen to what the teacher is saying instead of just trying to write it down and not really getting it and hearing what's being said. Another thing is time. And, you know, you hear this all the time. Oh, you have to make time. You have to make time for nursing school. You really do. You really have to make time. Now, I'm not the type of person to sit here and write out a study schedule like, okay, this block between 5 and 9 o'clock, I'm going to go here and study. What I do is I just study until I get the information, until I feel like I know it. I feel like I know this. You know what I'm saying? So this includes me leaving school. I like to go to Starbucks. That's my little study space that I go to. And I'll sit there and I will go. If that means me being there 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours at Starbucks, I'm going to be there that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And I'm going to be going over that information. And until I get that aha moment, I'm not going nowhere. So make time. You have to. There's too much information. You can't sit here and really cram and get it. And, you know, I had to learn that the hard way because I tried to in the beginning of nursing school. I really did with my LPN and everything. I tried to cram and it was the worst thing because I just felt like once I got to the test, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I remember going over this, but it was because I had just went over it. But I don't remember exactly what the answer was. But if you are going over that over and over again for a few days before you have your exam, it's going to be like, oh, I know what this is. I went over this. I know this. You know what I'm saying? So make that time to go and really prepare yourself for your exams. You are your biggest motivator. Like, and I know other people can motivate you. You need to be your biggest motivator. You're doing this for yourself. You're going to school. You're getting this degree. You want this, obviously, because it's not easy. You have to go through a lot to get into nursing school. So please do not take it for granted. Please study. Do what you have to do. Make that time. If your job is trying to get you into crazy hours, and I know it's hard because, I mean, I'm going through it myself. I've been full-time since I've started nursing school, even with my LPN. It's been almost 2 years now, 2 full years, that I've been working full-time and going to nursing school. So I understand that work can get tough sometimes when it comes to schedules. But you have to really think like, this is my now, but my schooling, this is going to be my future. This is going to lead me to making the more money that I want to make. This is going to lead me to being the best nurse that I can be. You know what I'm saying? So my personal motivation, and I said this in my last video, work is not more important than school. So if you have to make that time and work is cutting in the way, either you tell them like, hey, I need help. I need you to help me try to find somebody to do these days for me and switch with me, or I need another position, or I gotta go somewhere else. This is my education on the line. So yeah. And then my last tip that I have for you on retaining information, you have to be in the right study space when you're studying. I learned that the hard way again. My boyfriend made me a new desk last year for Valentine's Day, and it's a beautiful desk. And I tried to decorate it and decorate my office and try to make this beautiful space for me to study. It don't work for me. I'm at home. I have too many distractions around me. So after I sit there for about 30 minutes, I'm getting up. I'm like, oh, I'm distracted. Oh, I'm about to go eat. Or I'm about to watch Netflix. Or, oh, I forgot to put the laundry in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. It's easy to get distracted at home. Some people, it's okay. So if that's your study space, if that's your study area, if you can really get into your information, your material from school that way, then that's good. But if you are having a hard time at home, you're getting distracted by different things, find a study area where you are zoned in. I go to Starbucks. That's my space. The lighting works for me. I get into my zone. I got my music in my ears. I'm going. Like, I go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best place for me. I've learned that all last semester. I was at Starbucks like every day. No joke. And sometimes I would be there all day. I get there early in the morning around 10 o'clock. I leave at 7 o'clock at night. Like, for real. Get into an area. Find your study area and utilize it. Utilize it. So retain that information by realizing your learning style. Retain that information by finding a study space, by making that time. Retain that information by repetition, PowerPoints, using your resources, all those beautiful things, you guys. Utilize. It's not long. Like, I'm already looking up right now and I'm like, dang, I've already been in this program a year. I have 3 months until I'm done with nursing school, and it goes by so quick. So do your best, you know, try your hardest, figure it out. And everything that I said might not work for you. Nothing I said may work for you. And that's a big thing too. When I first got into nursing school, I was trying to figure out, oh my goodness, what worked for you in nursing school? How did you learn? How did you study? And it's just like, you have to figure that out for yourself. So it's a trial and error process. Go through, you know, maybe try the repetition. If the repetition doesn't work for you, then hey, cross that off and move on to the next thing. But figure it out as soon as possible. If you're about to start nursing school and you haven't really got into it yet, learn that now. That will help you so much. If you're already in nursing school and you're having a hard time, figure it out. That will help you moving forward. That's all I have for you today. I am going to be coming to you with another video soon. Not saying that's going to be nursing school, because it might be something else. I haven't really had any lifestyle videos yet, and my channel is supposed to be nursing and lifestyle. So might be coming at you with another video soon that may be life related. So be looking out for my videos. Don't forget to hit that notification button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Mwah!